Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 113. The first setup was submitted by Timmy.
I think it could be organized better for better usability. I think for sure.
Yeah.
There's not a monitor right directly in front of the chair where Timmy would, you know what I mean? Like where the keyboard is, like there's
front
not one.
Center.
Yeah, exactly. It's also strange that he has the laptop opening and being used, and he also has a keyboard and mouse out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. I think that you're right. I think it needs to be on a dock and off to the side, and then it can really clean up the setup.
Timmy scored a 58. The next setup was submitted by Colton, but the one thing about the PC that kind of confused me a little bit, and you could see it more so in the second photo, is it's on that part of the desk that can like be collapsed, and I don't like that because that's kind of scary.
That's very scary.
Yeah, if the desk just decides one day to just not work, it's just gonna be like, pff, that's it.
Yeah, I honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I didn't even notice that, but you're absolutely right. That's a scary thing. My spider senses are tingling right now.
There's no color, there's no wow factor. It's a great usable setup, don't get me wrong. It's just not like, damn, I want that.
I feel like you could have gone with a really cool theme going off of that keyboard, like the old school keyboard. You said it was an IBM?
Yeah.
All right, so go off with that IBM like keyboard and kind of like have some like old school like posters hanging or something like that, kind of go in that direction.
Colton scored a 67. The next setup was submitted by Kevin.
The look of this setup would change tremendously if you brought the right side wall, the shelf and the two posters down to match the superhero posters. I think it would change up the setup, but I also think that it could be organized or like arranged differently as well. But bringing it down would make a huge difference.
You know, I love the look of the desk. I know we've been talking a lot about the desk, but I really think that's the problem with this setup. Beautiful desk in terms of like actual look of it. The aesthetics are really nice, but
absolutely,
you need more space. That's your next step for sure. Definitely look into that. Kevin scored an 87. The next setup was submitted by Patrick.
Like he said, he likes simplicity but practical. I think that's nice. It adds a little character, and it's not too overwhelming.
Although I wouldn't mind you just keeping the plant itself on the desk, I do think it's weird to kind of combine the two. That's like me having a water bottle and then like, yeah, it's also my headphone stand, bro. Like, it's just a little weird. He says, what can he do to add personality to the setup while keeping it simplistic? And I think that's an easy answer. Just a nice piece of like canvas art above the monitors.
Yep, you took the words right out of my mouth. Absolutely. I think like maybe I really like this desk. I think that maybe a nice like wide, like kind of like a panorama type canvas poster, one right above. You want to keep it simplistic, something like that. Absolutely.
Patrick scored a 78. The next setup was submitted by Avery.
That is a fantastic desk. I don't know what you think.
Oh yeah, definitely worth the loan. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a really nice desk. I like the white. I like the white with like the contrast of the black keyboard with the red. Shows through in the mouse and the keyboard.
I do think that the left side's a little bit random in the placement of things. The canvas should be up on the wall. It should be somewhere not right there. I would love to see some LEDs on there. But
that would be awesome.
Yeah, nothing like crazy, like full on red or anything, but like a nice white light, maybe a little bit of purple or something to kind of just give it some atmosphere. Avery scored a 66. The next setup was submitted by Dustin. It's not awful. I was trying to find something that was like really bad about this setup, and really there's nothing. I mean, placement of things I would probably change around.
I know I said this on the last show too, but every time I see a poster framed, an angel gets its wings. I love seeing framed posters. It's that little extra step that makes, it shows that you put effort into your setup.
Yeah, 100%.
Instead of just taping it to the wall. Love it.
It's on the right side, having that little Star Wars canvas thing, like that's very underwhelming, if you will. It's like, compared to the left side, it's just kind of not really filling up a lot of space. Still badass, but I would love to maybe see a bigger poster there. I mean, the corner, I would love to see the PC there slanted, like at an angle, if it would fit. I don't know how well it would fit, but it kind of seems like the right side, the usability, you lose it for where your laptop is. Dustin scored a 78. The next setup was submitted by Wayne. Is that the subwoofer, or is that actually the center speaker?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think because it looks like it has the volume knob on it. I think it might be just a center channel, because it would be an odd. I've never seen a speaker setup where the subwoofer has the controls.
Exactly.
Because usually you put them on the ground.
Yeah. So that's weird to me though. Like, why is that one ginormous? It literally kills the whole look. White that just flows through this setup. Such a great job. Just the hint of black around it. The keycaps. Everything is super clean. It's definitely like an IKEA looking setup. And a lot of people are saying that like his monitors are so high up. But you don't know. He could be a giraffe. I say it all the time. You don't know. Wayne scored a 76. The final setup was submitted by Matt. And to know that he went from like not having any interest in PCs or anything like that to doing this,
yeah,
epic.
I love the desk color, wallpaper, wallpaper on the monitors, and then wall color. I like that. I like the blue and gray, and then like all the colors in the inside the monitors.
Very, very clean. I mean, out of sight, out of mind for sure. He uses the remotes on a daily basis, his headphones, the controllers, laptop. So I definitely think everything is in a great spot. I think a lot of us would feel the same. We would love to start fresh, completely start over with a budget, and we could just get exactly what we want. Yep. Start completely fresh so that the desk, everything is super clean. It works because now that we've all been through different iterations of our setup, you know, we know what works and what doesn't. So it's kind of cool to see someone that was able to start from nothing and he knew exactly what to get. Matt scored an 87 and got tied for first place with Kevin. Who do you guys think should win, Matt or Kevin? Thanks for watching this Pimp My Setup highlight for episode number 113.